Good morning and welcome to this morning's Chi Talk. The subject is the healing power of calling on your master's energy. I am going to ask you to just take a moment to get a piece of paper and a pen because during the practice, I'm going to ask you to write down your experience, so you'll need that. So just take a moment to get that. Meanwhile, I'll introduce myself. My name is Minoff, and I'm a certified instructor with Spring Forest Qigong. I have been teaching Qigong since 2008, 16 years. So for me, the practice of Spring Forest Qigong, I call it the gift that keeps on giving. That's my experience. My experience also of calling on the master's energy is also the gift that keeps on giving. So today I'm going to offer you some content on the calling of the master's energy. We'll do a review and a practice, and if time, we'll do 2 practices. Calling on the master's energy is the beginning of a beautiful and very powerful connection with the master's higher vibration, his purified frequency. That higher vibration, as you get close to it, because you're inviting the master to stand beside you, that vibration naturally heals and dissolves everything of a lower frequency, whether it's physical imbalance, mental imbalance, emotional, or even spiritual imbalance. Let me share a story that demonstrates that. A number of years ago, Master Lin was invited to speak before a group of doctors at a medical facility on Qigong. He was sitting in the front row, and next to him was a doctor who was going to speak after. Master Lin's turn came, he got up, spoke about Qigong, and then left. Later, he was told that the doctor that got up after him said first to the group, "I know nothing about Qigong, and I have never met the man that spoke about it, but all I know is that after sitting next to him for this time, the pain in my shoulder has gone away that I have suffered from for years." What happened? Well, in Qigong, as you know, we absorb the person sitting next to it. We absorb the state, the frequency of their Qi field through the entire surface of our body. And this doctor was sitting there thinking about his talk, and Master Lin's higher frequency just ambled in and dissolved the pain in his shoulder. That pain resonated at a lower frequency, and the higher frequency just dissolved that. That's the power of sitting next to someone of an elevated state. But now we call on the master who has a refined state of enlightenment. It's even more powerful. It's similar, and there's also, that I really want to make clear, there's a good, better, best level in calling on the master's energy. Similarly, that there's a good, better, best to your standing 5-element practice. So you know good is doing it. You may not feel anything. You may not feel the heat or the warmth in your body. But at the end of the practice, you do feel better. It's good. Similarly, you call on the master's energy. You invite the master to stand beside you, to support you in whatever, your meditation or the healing. And you may not feel anything, depending on how close the master has come. But it's good. The second level in the standing exercise, Master Lin talks over and over. Now focus on the feeling of the Qi activation in your palm, in your fingers, in the perhaps some warmth as the Qi activates in your torso. Because when you start to feel the Qi, you connect to the Qi universe. And then the healing potential is increased exponentially. Similarly, when you call on the master's energy And you've now reached a level in your relationship where you feel the presence of the master. Perhaps you feel the heart opening, or sometimes I'll feel, real warmth in the lower dantian. Master Lin shares that he sometimes smells incense. Once you feel the master's presence, you then connect to the master's universe and the power of receiving that higher, refined frequency is increased even more. It can purify your spirit. In that space of connecting to the master's energy, there is no room for anger. No anxiety just melts away. My experience that I've had depends on the master I'm calling. When I generally call on some form of the Divine Mother, like Kuan Yin or Guru Mai, I feel it primarily in my heart. My heart opens and expands, and there's a tenderness, and I generally shed a few tears as I get this great love. In that space, there is no stress. Everything melts away. But when I call on a form of the Buddha or Bhagwan Nityananda, I feel a strength and a groundingness in my lower dantian. So the feeling of the master, and it varies, and your experience may be different. Now there's a third level. We did good, better, and best. So now, Master Lin, after you've connected to the Chi universe in your standing practice, he talks about dropping into Shen, dropping into that space of being and not being. There, miracles can happen. There, great healing shifts take place. In calling on your master's energy, when you've reached, you've gone through the phase of calling on, and in that there is also 3 levels of good, better, best. So you're at the best, most effective way of calling on the energy, and you've developed a connection in a way that you feel the master's presence over time. Then the ultimate is when you merge your frequency, your chi field, with the master's chi field. And then there's no limitation. You've expanded, you've connected, you've become part of the master's universe. At this level, karma can be erased. So much can happen, but it takes time. So the 3 levels that I really want to focus on is phase 1, or step 1. When you're calling on the master's energy, within that there is good, better, and best. And what I want to focus on in today's talk is to get you to see and feel the benefit of calling on the master's energy in the best way. So calling on the master's energy is introduced in level 1. It's the prep before you do the breathing, before you do the beginning of the universe. It's part of the protocol in level 2 for healing. It's part of the protocol for healing in level 3. As I understand it, calling on the master's energy is a signature of Spring Forest Qigong. So most, I think, in the beginning, call on the master's energy as a way to check it off your list. It's part of the prep. You do it this way, and move on. So that's good. You've connected in the way that you've kind of introduced yourself to the master's energy, and you've called on it. But it's better if when you call on the master's energy, you take the time to slow down, to pause, to allow yourself in that moment. It doesn't take a lot of time to be fully present. It's like you invite this being for dinner to your home. And the being is at the door, and you're saying, just a minute, I have to finish the laundry, or I need to make a phone call. You're not really fully there because you're already thinking of what you need to do next. So better is when you're ready, when you're fully present, you're there physically, mentally, emotionally, your mind is focused, you're fully present. It's even best, the highest level of calling on your master energy in this point is you're not only fully present, but you have a sense of appreciation, even gratitude for what the master brings to you, to you in this moment. You're eagerly waiting for this guest. And when you open the door, your heart is open because you know that connecting to the master's energy is a great gift. The master brings that heightened vibration. The master brings unconditional love and wisdom and light. The possibility of healing is on many levels, and you are aware of it. So that's what I want to practice with you today. So remember, the healing power of the master's energy is very profound, but you need to take the time to make the connection and to be aware of the benefits. So let's practice. Now, there may be some of you who have been working with a master, so you're ready to go. However, if there are some of you who have not a master you're working with, you can so easily please invite Master Lin. He's always made himself available, and he is a master. It doesn't matter whether the master is in the physical body or out of the physical body. It's more about your heart connection, what you feel connected to. You can also call on the being you pray to. Or if you want, which may take a little longer, you can use this time. We don't have a lot of time, but we can use this time to ask that master who is best for you at this time come forward. But you need to have no expectations. Remember, generally speaking, the master doesn't come with a name tag or introduction, and you may see a light, you may see a color, you may feel something. It may not be necessarily a distinct image. All right. So let's practice the good, better, best, but I want you to go for the best and calling on the master's energy to get the most benefit from bringing that master as close as possible. So you can be like that doctor sitting next to Master Len and just receive the benefit of his elevated state. So take a comfortable posture. Make sure your back is supported. The phone is shut off. The door is closed. You're not going to have any interruption. We're going to take time to do this, but when you do it on your own, it doesn't have to take that long at all. Just saying. So relax your shoulders. Slow your breath down. Allow your mind to rest on the breath, to listen to the breath and ride the breath inside. Focus on the lower dantian. There is a soft light in your lower dantian, and focus on that light as I say the password. I am in the universe. The universe is in my body. The universe and I combine together. Gently visualize the light from your lower dantian moves up the spine to your heart. And now there's a beautiful light in your heart. From this place in your heart, ask your master, or the being you pray to, or Master Lin, or someone to come forward, to please connect. Now, without words, I want you to invite your Master's energy to come close. Without words, I want you to feel a longing, perhaps, to connect, a sense of wonder at the possibilities. And visualize that great being's light like a beautiful sun above you. Your heart opens to receive the light of this being. And with each breath, that wisdom, that elevated state of being, that unconditional love pours in. Your Master is so close to you. Your Master is wrapping his state completely around you. Spend the next minute or two just taking in your Master's gifts, your Master's presence, and let the healing power of that frequency just filter through every part of you, from the bottom of your feet to the top of your head. The Master's light fills your heart. It shines its light into every place. It shines its light into all the crooks and crannies of any imbalance and melts that away. It melts away any anger. It melts away fear. It melts away. Allow that light in. Take a minute to connect with your Master's energy and let the healing power of that light permeate you completely. And if you're someone who has asked for that Master to show up, just receive, be open to let in whatever comes with a smile. We'll take a few minutes. Be with your Master's healing power. Very good. And now, thank your master. And then let go. Bring your awareness back to your heart. See the beautiful light in your heart. Move the light slowly down back to the lower dantian. Focus on the lower dantian as you take one breath in and a slow exhalation out. When you're ready, you can open your eyes. Just to bring you back, rub your palms together and gently massage your face. And take a moment to take out the paper and pen and please write down as much as you can remember about this moment of connecting to your master's energy. It's as Master Lin shared, when you write it down right after the experience, you're able to go back into that experience just by reading the words. So take a minute or two to write down whatever happened, whatever feeling came up, where in your body, in your heart, what did you feel? Please take the time to write it down. All right. Now, I'd like to do the practice one more time, only here I'd like you to focus on the feeling of your master's energy and vibration. But remember, the best way for calling on your master's energy is to slow down, slow your breath down, allow yourself to be fully present with a awareness of the benefit, with a sense of gratitude for your master coming to dinner for you, coming to stand beside you, coming to share the wealth of his light with you at this time. Once again, take a comfortable posture. By now, those people who have asked for a new master may use this time to solidify the awareness of that master. Relax your shoulders. Slow your breath down. Let the mind ride the breath inside. Focus on a light in the lower dantian and gently move the light from the lower dantian up to the heart. There is a beautiful light in the heart, and from this place in the heart, call on your master with words or without words. Without words, just call with your full awareness, your full presence, and a longing to connect, a sense of gratitude for the opportunity to connect. a willingness to open to receive that light. And visualize your master's great light as a sun above you. And now, as you inhale, let your master come even closer, to come even beside you. And for now, for the next minute or two, open to feel your master's presence. Feel your master's light inside of you. How does it feel? Do you smell some incense? Do you hear a bell? Do you see his smile, her smile? Open to feel your master. Feel the presence in your heart. We'll take a minute or two for this. Just feel. Very good. Beautiful. Take a moment to thank your master for coming so close, so very close. See the beautiful light in your heart. Gently move the light down the spine back to the lower dantian. In the lower dantian, gently visualize the light spinning, getting smaller and smaller until the light is the size of a vitamin that you tuck deep inside. Take a breath in and a slow exhalation out. Once again, rub your palms together, massage your face, your ears, and again, please take the pen and paper and write down everything you remember. What did you feel? Where did you feel? How did your master's energy feel? I hope you have something to write. Take a minute. Now, let's review. There is tremendous healing power when you call your master's energy. There are 3 levels: good, better, best. Calling on the master's energy is good. We focused on the good, better, best of calling on the master's energy. You want to call on the master's energy. You want to take the time to slow yourself down, to slow your breath down, to focus fully, to be fully present in your body with a sense of appreciation and gratitude for what the master brings, for what the master offers you. And then we had a practice on feeling the master's presence. Now, I want to share that I don't just call on the master's energy before I meditate or before I do a healing. I call on the master's energy at some point throughout the day. When I connect to the master's energy, when I feel that expansion in the heart, everything dissolves. I am in this beautiful place, and it feels really good. Practice this. There is a tremendous benefit to the small self-effort it takes to practice calling on your master's energy with awareness and with appreciation and gratitude. It doesn't take long. After a while, you're building a direct dial in, like you're always there as you practice more and more. It's like you're building this highway to heaven. That's how I experience it. Thank you so much for joining me this morning, that I get to share this beautiful practice. Spring Forest Qigong is the gift that keeps on giving. And calling on the master's energy can also become the gift that keeps on giving. Find out. Have fun. This ends today's Chi Talk. Again, my name is Ann Minoff, and let us know how you're doing.